Good morning. Let's see. We got YouTube going. Good morning. I'm Cecelia, coming in for 7 a.m. this morning, switching it up just a little bit. Yeah, happy to be here to flow with you. So we'll get Instagram going and then we'll get started. All right, perfect. Good morning, crew. Cool. So 7 a.m. hanging out with Cecelia, which is super exciting. I usually, whenever our doors were open, I taught the morning classes a bunch. So it's exciting to be back here in the morning. And so for class, always optional, right? We have the option for props, but if you don't have any at home, that's totally fine. We'll figure out ways. There will be many options to go, so everyone will be okay. But if you would like, we might come to a point where 2 blocks or 2 books could be necessary, or a strap. Let's see. Good morning. Let's see who just tuned in. Oh, perfect. I wish, okay, so for me, maybe, so many Instagram handles don't have your name, and I'm not sure who some people are, so if you wouldn't mind, like typing in your name so I can call you out and say hi. That way, even though we aren't talking face to face, can still get to know a little bit more about you. If that makes you comfortable. If not, don't worry about it. But let's see. Okay, so we've got some people starting to tune in, and it is 7. So I'm just going to get started. I want you folks to come to a supine Supta Konasana. So your feet are going to come, the soles of your feet are going to be together, and they're just going to lay all the way down your back. And if you are home and you want to bring 2 pillows underneath your thighs or your knees, that is always an option for you as well. And then once you are on your back and getting comfortable, I will do my whole spiel. So yeah, if you are just tuning in, soles of your feet come together, knees come apart, and then make your way all the way down onto your back. You can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Start to steady into your breath. And then think about the expectations you put on yourself. So I know for me, I'm going to be turning 30 on Monday. And so often, you give yourself a timeline, you give yourself certain expectations, and some of them are doable and attainable, and some of them are just complete BS that you might have made up and thought you needed to do. And that has happened to me a lot for 30, right? So just notice the expectations that you put on yourself in a class, and notice what is available to you and what is just might be BS, and your body might need to do something a different way, right? So I also have a curve in my spine, so a lot of back bends are really hard, and I need to just reframe my expectations about that, So just notice in your class where you put those expectations and how you kind of respond to them if the outcome is a little bit different, So just be patient with yourself and be kind to yourself for this next hour is really all that I'm asking. And so as we're on our backs, while we might not have the heat of a studio, we can always create it in our bodies with our breath. So go ahead and breathe through your nose. And then open mouth, exhale, let it go. Take another breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, send it back. This time, inhale through your nose. Seal your lips and exhale through your nose. Continuing with that nostril breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. And then start to bring tension to the back of your throat, right? That friction that we create in our throat helps to warm the air as it comes into our body, which helps bring out that heat. And also start to create that abdominal lock. So if you have a hand on your belly, really start to try to pull your navel towards your spine and hold it there as you utilize the rest of your rib space on your inhales. And then letting it go for your exhales. Continue breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. And maybe you have a playlist at home that will hype you up and you want to jam to, but I'm going to start some tunes to just get us moving. And then from your supine position, start to bring your knees towards one another, bring them into your chest. And then tee out your arms, take a big breath in. Exhale, drop your knees over to the left. Again, take another breath in, bring them back to the center. Exhale, knees go to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale, right. Keep going back and forth with your breath, just kind of loosening up your spine this morning. And then bring your knees back to center. Start to roll forward and back. Cross your ankles, roll over your shins. Make your way to a tabletop. Great, so wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Left arm stays down, take a big breath in, reach your right fingertips high, open up your chest. Exhale, thread your needle, right shoulder comes, or your right forearm comes behind your left arm, right? Keeping your hips stacked over your knees. And then also, if you would like, your right foot can kind of come over your left calf. You can grab your left foot with your right hand as you open up your chest to the left side a little bit more. Maybe your left arm can come behind your back. And then left hand comes back by your face. You can release your right foot. If you grabbed it, make your way back to your neutral tabletop. We'll take it to the other side. So inhale, left arm raises. Open up your chest. And then exhale, thread your needle, left fingertips guide behind your right forearm. Left shoulder comes down to the floor. You can tighten your right fingertips, and then also you can take your left foot, cross your left shin behind your right knee, and grab your left foot with your right hand. Maybe continue to open up your chest a little bit more to the right side. Right hand comes back by your face, press back up to your tabletop position. Grip your finger pads into the mat, tuck your toes, inhale. Exhale, hover your knees away from the floor. Right, so still keep pulling your belly button in, press your mat away, and notice if your shoulders are relaxed. Can you spread this space between your shoulder blades up towards the ceiling? Maybe reach your heart forward a little bit more if you can. Knees are just 2 inches maybe away from the floor. Take a big breath in. Exhale, down dog. Hips lift up and back. You press into the knuckle of your pointer finger, the knuckle of the ring finger, right? Really pressing
into your whole entire palm rather than just letting the weight come onto your wrist. Take a breath in, lift your heels, bend your knees, tailbone tilts high. Your chest tries to spread back towards your thighs. And then exhale, let your legs straighten. Keep your tailbone lifted as your heels draw back to the floor. Head is relaxed in between your biceps. Inhale, soften your knees. Exhale, ragdoll. Let your feet come hips width distance apart at the top of your mat and fold your chest over your thighs. And you can have as much of a bend in your knees as you need for this first forward fold. I love when people say, oh, I can't touch my toes. And I say, yeah, you can. Just like bend your knees. You're still benefiting. You're still stretching the same muscles as someone with their legs straight. It just looks a little bit different, but it's totally fine. Our bodies are different. Bring more weight into your toes. Really try to guide your hips over your heels. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to your shins or your thighs. Reach the crown of your head forward. And your chest should be parallel to the floor. And then soften your knees. Take your hands to your hips, actually. And so reach the crown of your head a little bit forward. Really gripping more into your toes, but yet not locking out your knees, having a soft bend so your hamstrings turn on. Belly button pulls in. And you reach your chest and the crown of your head forward a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your toes together to touch. Inhale, rise up all the way to a mountain pose. Fingertips to reach high. Breathe here for just a moment. Down points down, lower and tuck in. And then your pinkies spin in to help with that internal rotation. Shoulders relax down your back. Pressing the soles of your feet into the mat, but then also yet lifting your inner arches and feeling how that spirals your inner thighs. In and back. Inhale. Exhale, find just like back bend, cactus out your arms. So try to focus on pressing your forearms back. Squeezing your shoulder blades towards one another. Inhale, come back through mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. So your fingertips tend onto the mat. Your knees and your ankles are hugging towards one another as you bring your knees into your chest. Inhale, hands plant onto the floor. And you really try and pull your knees up into your chest a little bit higher, pressing your mat away. Exhale, step or flow back to your half plank. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale, chaturanga, and breathe here. Don't let your shoulders dip below your elbows. Notice your tailbone can be pointed towards the back of the room a little bit more. So your belly button hugs up and in. You gaze forward. Now inhale, upward facing dog. Press your hips away from the floor. Exhale, down dog. Peel from your navel to lift your hips up and back. You start to flow back a little bit faster. Inhale, soften your knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Ground down, reach up. Exhale, back bend, cactus out your arms. Keep squeezing your glutes to press your hips forward. Inhale, back through mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. Inhale, plant your hands, pull your knees in, kind of like loading up. It's about to spring back. And then exhale, chaturanga. Flow through your head slow, make your way. Your up dog. And to your down dog. You're from a push-up crew and you want to add some push-ups for your chaturanga, power to you, I love it. Inhale, soften your knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, ground down, reach up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. Inhale, plant your hands, load up that spring. Exhale, chaturanga, step or float your feet back. Inhale, halfway lift. Inhale, up dog, and then exhale, down dog. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to nose, round your spine, pull it in. Can you get your right knee to tap? Can you tuck your chin into your chest a little bit more? Really press your mat away, round your spine. Inhale, 3 leg dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3 leg dog. Exhale, knee to nose. And your knee pulls into your chest first before you start to bring your chest forward. Then set your right foot down for a low lunge. Now inhale, crescent lunge. Shoulders stacked over hips. Back heel
Your back calf is engaged to stack your back heel over your back toes. And then point your tailbone down. So you really have to bring your low ribs in. Inhale. Exhale, open twist to the right. Right fingertips go back. Your palms can face up to help draw your right shoulder down and back. Breathe. Notice if you're leaning your chest forward out over your front thigh, can you pull your shoulders back to stack over your hips? Inhale, exalted warrior. Left fingertips go up and back. Right hand can trail down the back of your left thigh. Take a breath in. Exhale, one leg mountain. So you bend more into your right knee to peel your left knee up in it. Hands can go high. Breathe here. Left knee pulls into your chest even more. It can go higher than your left hip, but keep flexing your left toes so your left foot's not dead weight bringing you down. Whoa. Inhale, start to bring your left heel over your right thigh, and then exhale, figure four stretch, right? So left knee draws out. Keep pulling your right hip back in space. Hands can come to heart center. Keep bending into your right knee, drawing your hips back to get a little bit deeper into that stretch. Inhale, one leg mountain, left knee pulls up and in. And exhale, warrior three. Let your left heel press back. And actually, it can be more of an airplane. Your hands can come more by your side if you need to start. Right, we're just warming up. So nothing super intense here, unless you want it, right? I don't know how much you move today or how much you need. Left heel continues to press back. Inhale. Exhale, set your left toes down at the back of the mat. And inhale, warrior one. Back heel lands at a 45-degree angle. Start to peel your left hip forward, right hip pulls back in space, fingertips reach up. Low ribs hug in. Breathe, shoulders relax down. Grab opposite elbows. Take a big breath in, find a little bit more openness in your chest, pressing your forearms back, a slight back bend. And then exhale, hands come back down. Make your way through your chaturanga. If you want to keep your right foot floating, totally go for it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg goes high. And then exhale, left knee to nose. Pull your knee in towards your nose, round your spine. Inhale, three leg dog, left leg goes high. And then exhale, knee to nose. And really pull your left knee towards your chest first before you round forward. That'll help with the articulation a little bit more. Inhale, three leg dog. Exhale, low lunge, left leg steps down by your left thigh. Inhale, crescent lunge. Shoulders stack over your hips. And then notice if you are kind of collapsing into your low back. A lot of people kind of relax into their low back and low belly, and they have this beautiful deep lunge, but it's not supported. So pull your low belly and tailbone points down and activate your right quad to really make this a little bit more active, a little bit more supported and safe, right? Inhale. Exhale, open arm twist. Left fingertips go back, right fingertips go forward. Keep trying to draw your right knee forward. Palms can spin up. Shoulders stack over hips. Inhale, exalted warrior, right fingertips go up and back. Left hand trails down your back thigh. Keep the bend in your left knee. Inhale. And then exhale, lean your chest forward, make your way to a one leg mountain. Right knee pulls up and in. Flex your right toes towards your face. Inhale, pull your right knee in a little bit higher. Then exhale, find your figure four. Right ankle comes over top of your left thigh. And then bend into your left knee, draw your hips down and back. Keep flexing your right toes towards your face. Just help with the alignment of your knee. Notice if your right hip is dropping and left hip is pulling forward. Can you square your hips to the top of your mat? Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, make your way back here, playing pose. Right heel presses back. Pull your low ribs in, back ribs stretch towards the ceiling. Gaze down at your mat, curl along the spine. Palms are by your side. Or any variation of your palms that you would like. Take a breath in, get a little bit longer. Exhale, right toes land at the back of your mat. And inhale, warrior one. Back heel lands at a 45-degree angle. Fingertips come up. Right heel or right hip presses forward, your left femur bone tries to pull back in space. And now notice if you need to widen your stance or shorten your stance to help with that elongation of your hip flexor, go for it. Try to spin your right inner thigh in and back as you press into the outer edge of your right foot. Grab your opposite elbows, inhale, lift your chest, and open up your front body a little bit more. Exhale, chaturanga, hands come down, left leg floats back, or maybe it steps back. You go for your up dog to your down dog. We flow that a little bit faster. I'll face you. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, right knee to chest and then into your nose. Pull it forward. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, low lunge. Guide your right foot through with control. Inhale, crescent lunge. And then exhale, open arm twist. Right fingertips go back. Inhale, exalted warrior. Left fingertips go high. Exhale, one leg mountain. Take a breath in, start to place your left ankle, and exhale, figure four. Right? I have trouble with balance too sometimes. It happens. Inhale back through one leg mountain. Exhale, press your left heel back. Inhale, get a little bit longer. Exhale, left toes land at the back of your mat. Then inhale, warrior one. Spin your back heel down at a 45-degree angle. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to your down dog. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, left knee pulls to your nose, round your spine. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, low lunge, set it down. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open twist, left fingertips go back. Inhale, exalted warrior, right fingertips go high. Left hand by your right thigh. And then exhale, one leg mountain, right knee pulls up and in. Inhale, place your right ankle over top of your left thigh and exhale, figure four. Inhale back through your one leg mountain. And exhale, airplane. Right heel presses back. Inhale, find length. Exhale, right toes land at the back of your mat. Inhale, warrior one, back heel spins down at a 45. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, right knee over to your left tricep, hug it up and in. And notice if your right hip drops. And right, we don't want that to happen. Keep your left heel spiked up towards the ceiling. Crossing your body with your right thigh, really squeezing it in to find that twist, rather than twisting your whole torso. Inhale, reach your right foot high, three-leg dog. Exhale, lizard lunge. Right foot steps to the outside of your right hand. Reach your chest forward. You can take some rock backs and forwards, right? Starting to stretch out a little bit more in that right hip. And try to keep the right sole of your foot flat onto the mat. Words are hard this morning, man. Reach your chest forward. Maybe walk your fingertips forward a little bit more in that little lunge or lizard lunge. Then, what I want you to do, bring your hands back underneath you. Take your right fingertips forward. And then take your left fingertips to meet them. Keep reaching your chest long. And notice if you're starting to collapse on top of your right thigh. Keep your chest to the inside of your right thigh. Fingertips reach forward. Yes. Can you find stability? Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Open up to the left side. Right back heel spins down. Either your back foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat or your toes pivot in. I'll face this way. Shoulders relax and stack over your hips. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Right forearm to the inside of your right shin, or option to place it on top of your thigh. But can you pull your right hip back in space and left hip drops down? That helps you get a little bit longer. Inhale, start pose. Toes out, heels in, open up to your left side. And then exhale, Skandasana. Guide into your left knee. Right toe flex towards your face. And then notice if your right knee kind of locks out as you lower down into your left side. Right, you want to keep a slight bend in your right knee just to keep your muscles active so you're not relying on that joint for stability. Your hands can stay at any variation. Maybe they're on the floor, maybe you can bring them to your heart, maybe you reach up, stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, guide your hips back to center, keep them low. Exhale, find a low lunge at the top of your mat. Inhale, standing out, left heel raises. And then exhale, hug your left knee in towards your chest. Get this, like come into this tiny little ball around your spine. Fingertips are tented onto the mat. And what we're going to do, we're going to come into a little toe stand without our left foot touching the floor. It's just going to try to guide through and then come straight in front of us. So fingertips tented onto the floor. You're in this tiny ball. You're pulling your left knee into your chest as hard as you can. Lift your right heel. And then start to sit down onto your right heel and your left leg will straighten out in front of you. Pull. Left toes lift. Your left heel does not touch the floor. Maybe you can balance here with no hands for a moment. Stay for 3, 2, 1. Now we'll lift back to that standing elbow. Try to keep your left leg straight this time. So you really have to pull your left thigh into your chest. Fingertips content. Guide it back. Ooh, inhale. And then exhale, chaturanga if you want to step back and go through your chaturanga pool, or if you want to take a second for a little handstand hop. And then go into your chaturanga from there. Okay. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, left knee to right tricep. Cross your body. Try not to let your left hip come underneath you. Keep trying to keep your hips square. Just finding that left knee and left thigh pulling up and in towards your right tricep. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Exhale, lizard lunge, left foot steps to the outside of your left hand. And then you reach your chest forward. Find a little bit more depth in this posture. Left foot stays connected to the floor. Try not to roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Rock forward and back if you need to. Maybe take your fingertips a little bit longer. Then bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Left fingertips reach forward. Keep your chest the same. Right fingertips lean forward or reach forward. Try not to take your chest, stack over top of your left thigh. Keep your chest to the inside of your left thigh. Keep reaching, 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 biceps by your ears. Inhale. Exhale, warrior to open up to the right side of the room. Keep opening up your chest as you try to pull your left hip back in space. Take a breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Left forearm to the inside of your left shin. And use the connection of your left arm to left shin to help open up your chest towards the right a little bit more, maybe gaze up. Now inhale, star pose, open up to the right side. Exhale, Skandasana into your right knee, flex your left toes towards your face. And then notice if your left knee is locked out, can you soften it a little bit? Lift your chest a little bit more, proud chest. Any variation of your palms. Just try not to let your chest collapse onto your right thigh. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands and your hips to center. Make your way to a low lunge at the top of your mat. Inhale, standing L, right heel raises. Exhale, right knee hugs into your chest. Round your spine. Right side view. Keep pulling it up and in. Now you'll make your way into that toe stand. Lift your left heel. You're on your left toes. Keep pulling your right knee into your chest. Bring it through. Right leg straight. Right toes flex back towards your face. Your right heel is off the floor. Maybe you stay here. Maybe your hands float. Maybe you find that one side is better than the other. That's okay. Just room to grow, right? All right, then we're going to make our way back into that standing L, but try to keep your right leg straight. So really keep pulling it up, 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 and then start to straighten out your left leg and pull your hips up and back.
okay? So swoop it up. Yeah, and then from here, make your way back through a chaturanga. Whether you want to step back or maybe you take a second to find a little handstand hop. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, my friends, we flow that a little bit faster. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, cross body, right knee to left tricep. Inhale, three-leg dog, right leg goes high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, reach your fingertips forward in your lizard lunge. And then stay for your exhale. Inhale, open up to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, Skandasana into your left knee. Flex your right toes towards your face. Inhale, walk your hands to center. Exhale, low lunge at the top of your mat. Inhale, standing L, left heel raises. And then exhale, left knee to chest. Take a breath in, lift your right heel high. Exhale, toe stand, feel left heel presses through, left leg is straight. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to get your left leg as straight as possible. Inhale, swoop it back up, standing L. And exhale, chaturanga. Make your way through. Here, high to lunge. So right back in your down dog. Inhale, left heel raises. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, lizard lunge. Left foot steps to the outside of your left foot. Inhale, fingertips reach forward. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, warrior two, open up. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, Skandasana into your right knee. Inhale, walk your hands and hips through center. Exhale, low lunge at the top of your mat. Inhale, standing up. Exhale, right knee hugs into chest. Round your spine. Inhale, lift your left heel. Keep pulling your right knee in. And exhale, swoop it through. Hey, that looks not that dirty. Stay here for 5. 4, maybe balance. 3, 2, 1. Straight leg. Inhale, standing L. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale through your nose. And then exhale, forward fold. Bring your toes to touch the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. And then exhale, chair pose. Yeah, bend your knees, draw your hips down and back. Your low ribs pull in. So notice if you have a big arch in your spine, if you're kind of relaxing your bum out, we want that to be hugged in. Keep bringing your weight more into your heels. Fingertips spin in. Inhale. Exhale, think a little bit lower. Inhale. Exhale, lift your heels. Think a little bit here. And then get your hips to hover over your heels 5 inches. Right? Don't let them relax down. Hug it here. Knees keep drawing in towards one another. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down onto your bum. Grab a sip of water. How are we doing on time? Totally cool. Good. How are you, fam? Morning, crew. Good to see your smiling faces or just your profile pic. It's great. I love it. All right, who do we have? Oh, Mason, hello. Julia, perfect. Happy to have you this morning. And just for me, if at any point you feel comfortable, like type your name, because a lot of times Instagram handles don't have your name, and I want to be able to call you out, right? You are important. You should be heard, seen, virtually. I want to be there for you. So, otherwise, come down onto your back. actually, just kidding, don't come onto your back. Stay seated. Let your hands come by your sides, and you can actually take a second here if you need books or something to prop your hands up. That'll just give you a little bit more room to move. But if you don't have blocks or anything, totally fine. We are going to start in a reverse tabletop. Your hips will be lifted. Take a second to let them feel good in your shoulders. I know we've done a lot of chaturangas already. You can rock forward, back, let it feel good. But what we're going to move into is letting our hips swing back in between our wrists. So they will come back and through. And you'll want to try and pull your hips up and back. Cool, and then we're going to move that with our breath. So come to a reverse tabletop if you're not already there. Take a breath in. And then exhale, shift your hips back in space. Inhale, lift. Exhale, shift your hips back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, shift your hips back. Lift. Shift it back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lift. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, shift back. Let's do one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, shift back and hold it here. Perfect. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips comes down. Make your way all the way onto your back this time. Legs go up to the ceiling. And then bring your left knee into your chest. Take your right elbow to meet your left knee. Inhale, your right leg lowers. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. So now you can absolutely keep bringing your left knee closer to your face. But I want to challenge you to let your left knee try to stack over your hips a little bit more so that way your shoulders have to lift. Cool? Keep going. For 8, 7, 6. Can you peel your shoulders away even more? 5, 4, 3. Keep your elbow connected to your knee. 2, and 1. Knees come into your chest for a moment, and then we'll switch it out. Left leg goes long. Right knee stays in. Left elbow connects to right knee. Lower your left leg. Lift it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Lower. Lift. Peel your right shoulder blade away from the mat a little bit more. Can you press your left elbow into your right knee? For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees come into your chest. All right, we are going to get to a little smidgen more, of course, so that is all we're going to take for now. Rock and roll side to side. Rock and roll forward and back. Cross over your ankles, make your way to a high plank. We'll take a second to stretch out our tummy. But I want you to take a breath in, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Right? Hang out here, stretch out your belly, let it feel good, shoulders relax down and back. But now, listen here, take a breath in. Exhale, tuck your toes, make your way back to a chaturanga. Press back up to your high plank. And then down dog. Cool. And then we'll take that again with some variation. So inhale, glide forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Now, right heels drop over, your heels drop over to the right, that's what I mean. And then your heels don't have to be stacked in front of one another or on top of each other. Your left foot can be in front of your right foot, but in your chaturanga, your heels drop over to the right foot. Inhale, upward facing dog with a little twist. So you're stretching out your right side body this time. Cool? But then to get out of this safely, make your way back to chaturanga, heels lift back to center, press up through your high plank, back to down dog. We'll stretch it out the other way. Inhale, rock forward. And then heels drop to the left, find your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Stretching out your left side body. Then make your way back to your chaturanga. Heels lift back to center. Press back up your high plank. Back to down dog. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, right knee over to left tricep. And then straighten out your right leg, let your leg fall over to the left side of the room. But here, listen here, keep your hips and shoulders square to the floor, so it's more of an IT stretch. So not so much a fallen triangle, your left hand stays down on the mat. Flex your right toes back towards your face. And as you continue to try to pull your right hip back so that your hips are square, you should feel it in your IT band. Stay here, take a chaturanga, and then press back. Another one, because I'm sure it's so beautiful, lower down. Exhale, press it back up. Inhale, three-leg dog, right leg goes high. Exhale, low lunge, right foot steps in between your hands. Come down onto your back knee. I'm doing kneeling press and inhale. Reach your fingertips high and then breathe. And then keep squeezing your left hip and your kind of thigh bone area to press your hips forward. And then hug your left heel in towards your back. Find that connection first. Keep squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And you're kind of on the top, like on the squishy top part of your left knee, not so much right on your kneecap, because that would feel uncomfortable. So kind of let your hips come over your knee if you have that space. But stay here, keep squeezing your left heel into your bum. Inhale. Exhale, right hand grabs the inside of your left foot. And then you find your quad stretch, whatever feels best for you. Your left hand can come down onto the floor to bring it a little bit closer. Right? Or you can stay with your shoulders squared towards the front of the room. Or maybe you want to twist. Take a breath in. Release your body. Exhale, half split. Touch your right toes towards your face. Let your chest reach forward and down over your front thigh. Keep pulling your hips back to stack over your hips. And your tailbone tries to reach towards the space behind you as your belly button and your chest keep reaching forward. So you have more of a flat back. All right, and then point your right toes. Let your fingertips come to either side of your front shin. Point your right toes, take your breath in. Exhale, lift your right heel away from the floor. Keep pulling it up. Top of your foot lifts. Stay. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your right heel down. Maybe you can get a little bit deeper. Shift forward to a low lunge. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Take a breath in. Find a crescent lunge for just a moment and let your stance get a little bit wider. Or a little bit longer, I mean. Right toes can reach forward a little bit more than you're used to. Chest is proud, standing a little bit longer into your left hip flexor. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. You can take a chaturanga or meet back and down dog. We're getting closer to the end of class, so whatever your body feels like. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, left knee to right tricep. And then lengthen out your left leg. So it's kind of like a fallen triangle, except our shoulders and our hips are square. IT stretch. Keep flexing your left toes back towards your face. So the outer edge of your left foot is pressing into the mat, and your right heel is lifted. Cool. Inhale, take a chaturanga. Exhale, press it back up. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, three-leg dog, left leg goes high. Exhale, low lunge. Come down onto your back knee, find your kneeling crescent. Inhale. Reach up and then breathe. Keep your tailbone pointing down, squeezing your glutes, now press your hips forward. Not relaxing into that low back for the stretch. Keep it active. And then hug your right heel towards your bum. Give it a squeeze, keep it there. Let the action guide it first. Inhale. Exhale, left hand grabs the inside arch of your right foot. And then your right hand can stay reaching, or maybe your right hand comes down to the floor if you want to get a little bit deeper. Not so much deeper, actually. It's just a different, it reaches a different part of the muscle, whether you're raised up or leaning forward. Inhale. Exhale, hop. Split, straighten out your front leg. Tailbone points back as you reach your chest forward. Find your depth. Try to keep it flat back. And that kind of means sandwiching your chest towards your thigh a little bit more. And then point your left toes, let your fingertips come by your left shin. Inhale. Exhale, left heel raises. Stay here for 6. Top of your foot reaches up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left heel comes down. Reach your chest long. Get a little bit deeper. All right, then come forward to your low lunge, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, and then lengthen your stance a little bit longer. Find your crescent lunge. Get a little bit deeper into your right hip flexor. Low ribs pull in, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Or main back, here down top. Bring your feet to the top of the mat. And then come into Malasana. There we go. All right, and then just take a second here in your Malasana. And then really squeeze your glutes to help get a little bit taller. And then activate your outer thighs to try and pull your hips and your knees back a little bit more. Cool? All right, left hand can come down. Find your twist to open up to the right side. Now we switch it out. So right tricep to the inside of your right thigh, right fingertips land, open up to the left side. We're doing a lot of skandhasanas and hip openings because we're getting into elephant trunk or compass if you want to test those out today. Right, lots of places to grow with that shape. So, sit back down onto the floor, legs go out wide, and then let your toes flex back towards your face, point your toes up. Take a big breath in, reach your fingertips high, and then exhale, just reach your hands forward. Let gravity assist with this stretch. Try to keep your biceps by your ears. Your chest is reaching forward. Your spine is long. Your toes keep reaching up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Then exhale, hands come down and walk your hands as far as you can. But try not to round and let your shoulders creep up towards your ears. Let them relax now. Breathe. Keep trying to peel your chest through. Lift back of your chest, and then take your fingertips, tent them in between your thighs, so right in front of your hips, your pelvis, and then point your toes. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift your heels. We stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it come down. Let your left leg go long. Right ankle comes up and over your left thigh. We'll take a seated figure 4 stretch. And then just reach for your left toes. Hopefully, as you are working from home and possibly sitting for a lot longer in your day than you usually do, hopefully this feels good, right? Getting deep into our hips. You'll be so extra mobile and loose, and then go to sit at your desk or space that you've created at home and be like, wow, look at me.
Already did my workout, my hips are great. I'm ready to sit now. All right, so now I want you to cradle your right shin. So right foot comes into your left elbow crease, and you just lift it up and rock it. Cool. Oh, it's like a small child or a burrito that you care so much about. Man, it's only what, almost 8 and I'm already crunchy this morning? Oh gosh, it's gonna be a rough day. It's Friday. And then set your right foot down to the inside of your left thigh. And then your chest comes to the inside of your right thigh and you reach forward towards your left toes, right? So you're finding more compression in your right hip. Try to keep the sole of your right foot connected to the floor. And then lift back up. So we are going to take 2 variations today. We're going to start in compass, right? To just keep getting our hip loosened up. And you can keep your leg straight, or maybe you want to guide your left heel in towards your pelvis or your sits bones a little bit more. But what I want you to do, you're going to start to take your right shin, or you're going to take your right arm underneath your right leg. Just like start there, okay? And then your left hand will grab the outside of your right foot, and maybe, just maybe, you can straighten out your right leg, okay? That is compass. If you want to go for a little bit more of a hand balance, an arm balance, keep that there. Keep drawing your right thigh up and over your right shoulder. Straighten out your left leg once more. Hands plant down on the floor, very similar to that core exercise that we did where we had to draw our hips up and back. Your toes point. Your right tricep is kind of creating this shelf for your right thigh, and you're going to use that. You're going to press your right leg into your right tricep to help lift your hips. Okay? Side view. Whoosh. Lift your hips. And then maybe you can lift your left foot. And you test it out. Cool? If you were like, WTF, I have no idea what just happened, like, just keep chilling with the stretch. Just keep trying to get that stretch and opening up your right hip. Cool? And then we can always talk later at a different time, and I can guide you through a little bit more if needed. But we'll take it out to the other side. You're at home, you might have time to play afterwards. I am probably talking way too much. Okay, here we go. Left ankle comes up over and over your right. And then reach for your right toes. I am running out of time. All right. And then scoop up your left shin, cradle it, rock it side to side, find what feels good. And then sole of your left foot comes to the inside of your right thigh. Chest and left arm come to the inside of your thigh, and then reach for your right toes. Try to keep your sits bones and your left foot connected to the floor. And you have, I mean, this will be up for 24 hours, so if there's a time that you want to come back and rewatch and like go through this and take a little bit more time, please do. I am a chatty Patty and I keep talking and I wasted a lot of time. But, okay, so let your chest come back to neutral. Right leg can stay lengthened, or maybe if you want to try this compass shape, you can draw your right heel closer to your sit bones. And then start to take your left arm underneath your left leg. Just find that little basket, right? Just hold it there. And then if you also need, if you want to grab a towel or a strap and extend your grip a little bit more, this is my sweater, like it totally works just fine. Start to lengthen out your left leg. Your chest wants to come through your right arm, okay? And then your lower arm, your left arm, kind of helps to draw your left leg back behind you and pull your chest through, if that makes sense. Right, so that is compass. That is a compass shape. And you can keep playing with that if that's where you want to hang. If you want to try elephant trunk, left arm comes, or left leg comes up and over your right shoulder. Okay. And then your hands plant down on the floor. You are going to leverage that left thigh into your left tricep to help lift your hips. Keep pointing your left toes forward, and then from there, maybe your right toes lift. And then bring it back down. Okay? That is there. You can keep playing and like disregard the rest of this video. Totally fine. Right? It's up to you. It's up to your practice. But for now, shake out your legs. You can absolutely come back to that later. For the sake of time, I need to cool us down. Come on to your back. Let your right leg go long, right knee comes into your chest. Really try to scoop up your right ribs with your right thigh. Take a big breath in. And exhale, find a supine twist. Right knee draws over to the left. Then switch it out. Right leg goes long, left knee comes into your chest. Scoop up your left thigh into your left side. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Let your legs come back to center, but set up for a bridge pose. Your feet stamp onto the floor. Drive your heels as close to your hips as you can. Feet are hips distance apart. Lift your hips. Bridge pose. Breathe here. You can shimmy your shoulders underneath you and clasp your hands underneath your low back. Or if you feel open for it, you are welcome to let your hands and make your way into a wheel pose. But I know for me, as we go back to the beginning of class, we're talking about explications. Back bends are hard for me because of the curve in my spine. So, know where your limits are, know where you can push, but be kind with yourself. Start to lower back down onto your back, nice and gentle. Chin tucks into your chest first. One vertebrae at a time. And then bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Inhale as much as you can. And then exhale, lengthen your legs back out. And then find your way to a Shavasana. And of course, this is your mat. If you have time, please take it if your body needs any other shapes. But as always, it is great to be here and share this virtual space with you. So it has been my pleasure. And once again, maybe this is the last class I'm teaching as a 29-year-old. I think it might be. Who knows? We'll see what the weekend brings. But I turned 30 on Monday, so let me know if you have any tips for 30. I'm oddly comfortable, but I'm kind of nervous. Let me know. All right. Thank you so much. Catch you next time.